Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Griftlands, where today, Rook's Day 3 continues. Rook has some very long days. I assume it's probably because there's fewer of them. I bet it's still, I bet the campaigns are approximately the same number of like minutes of gameplay. It's just that Rook gets to go to sleep fewer times, and that definitely is what it feels like. It feels like we are running out of resources way more frequently with him than we were with Sal. Ah, the anticipation moistens the skin, doesn't it? Yeah, though in humans that's considered an unappealing feature. Humans, I suppose that's what makes Calandra trust you so much. The fool. She's making a move on the cash, I'm sure of it. And undoubtedly she'll send you to recover it. Remember our arrangement, Captain. It would be truly painful to have to kill you. I don't think he means that. Okay, hey, look at that. We found evening. So, let's swing by the black market. Oh, you know what? We should probably spend some of this metal as well. Alright, let's... Yeah. Lots of meta humor about the nature of roguelikes and whatnot. Do we want more max HP? I'm kind of thinking increasing our maximum resolve also increases our current resolve, right? And honestly, even just actually getting the maximum upgrade is probably useful for tomorrow. And then we don't really... Yeah, I think we're good there. Alright, let's go see what's up with Plaka the Swab. See if there's perhaps a rare combat upgrade available. So you don't actually sell anything. Yeah, this Plaka is the only thing here that we can actually spend money on. The Wretched Jar. Whenever you draw 6 or more cards after after your initial hand, play a random card in your hand with a random target. How does our draw thing work? Draw 4 extra cards at the start of every turn. So the way this is worded, it does sound like this is beyond initial hand, so I think this probably synergizes really well with the Wretched Jar. Let's take it and see if it goes the way we want it to. Now, we don't have a ton of extra card draw. We can figure it out. It's fine. And then, do I want to install a graft, or install a graft slot, maybe? Because as it is, we cannot benefit from any further grafts, and we'll probably at least get the option of taking one. Doing that's going to damage us, but we do have some healing available. You know what? I'm going to go for it. Sorry, that's not the button. Add another slot. Oh, okay. There is actually a cap. Lose 15 HP. I thought I remembered it being 10. Well... I'm still going to go for it. Alright. Let's maybe get something to eat and drink. We can afford to do that. We have lots and lots of discounts. And there's just going to be some extra cards in our deck for a minute. Although, if we're going to buy a drink, we should probably buy a drink with somebody. I will buy the meal. Because that's like basically free. I mean, you know, except for the card. And then if we buy a drink with someone, we can get them to like us. So there's 2 people who like me currently. Alright, let's turn this into love. Oh, I cannot in fact drink with you to make you love me. I can just gift you 100 chills. No, let's, am I allowed to drink with Pengamunt? No, and he has not changed coins during the course of the day. So I guess let's just pick somebody random to make friends with. Hey you're the person who is closest. There are few jobs that Knack can't pull off with a little practice. Must be nominative determinism. So we share a drink with him. We still get the resolve. Wait, is this less resolve than drinking alone was? It is. I don't think I'd ever realized that. We probably don't do both because of the garbage cards. But honestly, like, We want enough resolve back that maybe doing both is right. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to drink alone. And then I'm going to drink with this person and make a new friend. And that's more expensive. But, I mean, that makes sense, right? Okay, well, we got stats. We also got some bad cards in our deck. And we'll just figure it out. Night has fallen, so Calandra should be ready to deal with the Bogger cache. Let's find out what they've decided to do. Alright, I'm ready. Alright, this will be dangerous, even after the job is done. Once you meet with the Boggers, everyone in the bog's gonna want to know where they lay their heads. So I'm gonna send you with backup of the Cobblebot sort. Oh good, I've had nothing but good experiences with robots. That way we can wipe their memories after and no one becomes a target. It's actually very thoughtful. I mean, except for, yeah, me. Well, except you, but that's exactly why you're paid. And also, kind of who cares? Yeah, makes sense. Okay, this is where we go to get our bots. Hey there, friend. Calandra sent me. I'm supposed to pick up some backup? Is that so? I don't have money to spare. I can give you a single cobble dog. I think you can do better. Alright, so which trait, prepare a thing first. Which trait do you have? Random card in hand costs 1 extra. Okay, that's why our cash out jumped up. Well, inconvenient, but survivable. So... once again, we find ourselves in a position with no rigging. I guess let's open with this. Maybe we'll draw some, or maybe we'll draw some of that. So any of these gambles could turn out to kind of break things a little bit. I think I'm gonna go for it. Do I want to go for it again? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do both of these. I'm going to save the call it since we don't have a rig, and I'm going to actually just burn this by paying 2 actions. Obviously, it feels a little bit bad to pay actions to get rid of those cards when we will get rid of them for free if we just make it to bedtime, but we have a lot of stuff to do in between now and bedtime, I think. It doesn't actually matter what we prepare. So I'm pretty happy about this. Although we don't need the rig right this moment anyway, I guess. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we just play everything, right? That'll get me another point of doubt. Let's get me some influence. And then, sadly, we are not actually going to be able to save this. Yeah, I'm not thinking about our absorber at all. And I think we just hold the coins. Alright, it's alright. We don't need influence. I didn't even see what that was that just got destroyed. It's one of our many status cards. Let's go ahead and open with Trickery. Draw then prepare is maybe interesting. Come on, something relevant. Well, that is a shame. Yeah, this could have gone a little bit better. Now that we have the rigs, we can go ahead and throw some coin flips here to generate some doubt. And then I guess we just pass the turn. I don't know that it really helps us to do this. Alright, your name is not on my list, right? Oh no, it totally is. We have in fact encountered you previously. I do want to play Headbang for the XP. We found our earworm again. Yeah, I guess let's go ahead and play the headbang. Yeah, and then we have an easy enough win from there. Is there a reason to play? No, let's just go for it. Yeah, I really don't think any of these are good. Wow, Vulgar. If your deck is set up right, Vulgar seems like it could be very good. I'm assuming that when it upgrades, it lets you draw another card, which seems very, very strong. Okay, so we got ourselves a Cobblebot as well. You know, it's not nothing. It is something else for the enemies to target because I'm going to be doing lots of damage to myself. You arrive at the Bogger hideout, but your handlers had reason to believe the Boggers would appreciate the direct approach. Instead of sneaking, you just walk right in. Seems safe enough to me. Hark, whose footfalls fight against the sucking mouth of the bog? And who are you? You don't look like those who use the spark, nor any of their unawakened pawns. I'm just doing a terrible job with the emphasis there. Listen, I'm just here for the artifacts. Ah, you and many others before you. Their bones have made the hearth of my home, but your bones... Yes, your bones will make a fine mantle. That's not really how mantles work. Okay, your intel was incorrect. You're soon flanked on all sides. The only way out is through a whole lot of fighting. I am allowed to murder people here. That said, this version of Rook is not, murder is not our immediate thought. We're going to get to make actual good use of our ricochet this time. We probably don't want a shock box just because I don't want to waste excavator, so we'll hold off on that. We get to play Tipsy for free, and so we shall. Oh, I should probably play Tendrils. Yeah, let's play Tendrils now. We also should definitely play Tremor for free. And then we don't have the ability to apply any burn right now, which is really awkward. I think we probably do just play Tempered, though. And then Charged Barrage is kind of bad. Do I just burn the Bloated? I mean, it's still something. I feel like we should probably go ahead and do it. Get ourselves a little bit of ricochet damage. Should I flourish? You know what? With all of them having ricochet, I'm gonna go ahead and flourish here. Yeah, wow. That damage bounced around in a very useful way. Alright, don't everybody jump in at once here. So... I mean, we can just force Cultivator Plock to give up, right? I don't actually need to interfere with that all that much. Let's take some overcharged Gunsmoke into a boosted Crackle. Alright, so you're already gonna concede. So we have one charge here. We have enough overcharge to actually make this pretty good. And then, like, we probably ought to energy loop just to get the XP on it more than anything. And I think I'm gonna hunker down for the same reason, because it looks like we have enough damage out that they're all going to surrender this turn. Yep, and then the burn finishes the job, and I think we accept surrenders here. Rook is, this version of Rook at least, is a surrender acceptor. A little bit of resolve, and do we get a card that we actually want? Oscillator's kind of neat. Burner is also kind of neat. We ended up in kind of a weird deck where I feel like we don't really have a strategy at this point. It's just like a lot of ricochet and starting fires. I'm gonna take Oscillator. And it looked like this was not, in fact, counting up for the cards drawn by Visionary Muscle Bank, so probably this is just not very good for us, actually. As the fight ends, Fleckfist walks up to confront you. Hey, what are you doing here? Making sure you do your job. Fleckfist gestures at your robots. Good, you didn't break your toys. I'll take those back now. So the weapons are somewhere else. My people will sniff around and see if they can pick up the Bogger's trail. You can leave now. Huh. That doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. What a strange way for that... Something here doesn't add up. You notice long before you reach the drop point that someone has been here before you, and likely they're still lying in wait. It seems you'll have to draw them out if you want an introduction. You make yourself look preoccupied, and sure enough, your guest reveals themselves. I should have known you weren't worth your weight in peat. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself, Errant. All your slick talk and mustache twirling, I have not twirled that once. How dare you? Philemo might think he has you under heel, but I know how far a spy can be trusted. You've stolen our dirty little secrets long enough. Time to turn you into one. Well, we should probably open up with a little bit of probing. Now, are you sure this is how you want to proceed? I mean, I'm a spy, after all. I'm trained to look for weaknesses. Okay, so we have a card to start the fight. Let's, I guess, start with this in the prep slot. Okay, so when we dismiss this argument, we gain a blind spot card. Alright, so we just want to do a lot of damage to these. Strange chemicals. Okay, I do not have any idea what the mechanics of this boss fight are going to be, so I'll just trust that that's a good thing. Is there anything else in particular that needs to be prepped? No, not really. I should have visionary bluffed before doing that. Whenever a weakness argument is destroyed, you gain a powerful card for the ensuing battle. After gaining 4 cards, the negotiation automatically ends. Okay. So we don't have to find and play that card at the critical moment. Alright, let's get some promoted trickery here. Alright, I'll take that. That seems pretty solid. And then the question, do we play Dead Draw? Because we are guaranteed to get the cards cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm hoping to draw something that prepares. It did not happen, in fact. Well, I guess we'll take this and just pass. It's certainly not ideal. We don't end up taking very much damage here. And we managed to get 3 doubt down on the first turn, which is certainly good. I'm sure this is the only opportunity that we will ever have to take her name, so let's get that done. Show me some cool dead draw stuff. Doesn't actually matter what we prepare, and then we'll just incept some more doubt and then take a big fat punch in the face. So does overflow damage here? Okay, no, it does not overflow onto anything. It just does nothing at all. What a shame. Okay, so we get slurred speech for free, may as well. Honestly, these cards don't even seem that good. Maybe there's something about them that I'm missing. They don't really seem that great. Let's do some pleasantries. I don't know. The helmet, I guess. It really doesn't matter what. Okay. Destroy all status cards in your deck. Lose 1 resolve per card destroyed. Interesting. Well, we certainly don't actually want to play that. I mean, I guess this is not... That's right. These are not status cards. They're parasites. So what would we actually lose? It's just that one, right? It's just Killer. And Killer is like totally harmless. It does nothing bad. So yeah, we don't actually want to play Scrub. But it will never hatch if we don't, right? Yeah, all right. I'll just go ahead and play it now. We'll burn the 1 card. And then from here we will be able to play that whenever we want, and it won't be a big deal. It is turning into kind of a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure this is, in fact, exactly the right one. Should probably Pale Dead Draw first. Okay, the head splits. Head splits are going to be very useful here. So we only have 1 rig left, though. Okay, we do at least have that. So it's probably just Headstrong Rationale and then play both of the head splits. Okay, and we should definitely clean this up to redirect, or so that the doubt damage will actually be lethal. And I think we're gonna hold on to this thing since we can't guarantee the flip would come up heads. Damn it! Of course they gained like a huge amount of resolve before we could do the thing. Let's start with this. Okay, that's actually a pretty good time to headbang. We do have a rig. We don't really have a... I guess let's start with this. Okay, I was hoping to draw something where the preparation might be actually relevant. Gosh, we are definitely taking a lot of damage here. Alright, well, I definitely want all the rigging. That is for sure. Doesn't matter what we prepare. Let's do that. And then am I gonna play Dead Draw? Probably not. I'm probably just gonna headbang really hard, right? Do I even want to hit this? Well, yeah, I'm gonna get to finish it off, and then we'll just bounce the doubt damage somewhere else. Putting the resolve on this doesn't actually... Yeah, I think I'd rather just avoid the damage, personally. And we may as well call it. Get an 11th point of doubt. Yeah, this coin is really extraordinary. Okay, 1 card remaining. So I've kind of been just letting the what do you call it? Letting the doubt determine what we're targeting. I haven't really had a big plan here. Hopefully that doesn't turn out to be a really bad idea. Yeah, let's go for that. Show me something fun. Okay, well. We're probably not actually going to play that because boosted head splits. Oh, and I'm fatigued. We are no longer getting XP. Alright, so there is some... Okay, there's some resolve coming up, but it's not applying to this argument. So we're going to go real low on resolve, but I think this is probably the last negotiation of the day. Because we're about to enter, like, a real boss fight, right? So I'll take that. I'm glad we drank as heavily as we did. And an upgrade available. Ooh, wow, yes. What a good upgrade. Apply 1 composure to a random friendly argument. Yeah, okay, we've seen that. I think we're gonna not take any of this stuff. It's not bad, but we'll see. Alright, you've been weighed, measured, and cataloged. And to be honest, it wasn't very interesting. Sick burn. How are you gonna survive that trash talk? I ask you. Okay, so... yeah, we got some extra cards. We can open with Heavy Cleaver. You know, that sticks an awful lot of bleed when you play it twice. I do think I'm gonna... So it would this will cause me to do 4 extra damage, but take 2 damage myself. I think we'll actually hold on to the tentacles for a moment here. Alright, so that's an awful lot of bleeding going nice and early. Then we can overcharge Gunsmoke right now and just go kind of big. At this point, I'm going to drop the tendrils, because I am a little worried about blowing myself up. It's certainly not the ideal moment to go for this. I guess there's no reason not to Shockbox for free. Yeah, alright, let's just play out our hand. This is maybe not the most optimal time to do this, but at least we won't take any damage from our graft. Honestly, I think that's a pretty good start. Okay, Aaron's chest cannon deals 4 bonus damage while this is in your hand. Alright, and we do have cards to help deal with that. Okay, so if we deal 15 damage to this, it will deal 8 to Aaron. Doesn't seem like a good use of our time. So we can just avoid 1 attack. I mean, it looks like we can just burn these for 0. We got a little bit lucky on some of our cost reduction stuff there. Yeah, we don't really need the weakness dependent, because things have just worked out pretty well for us. So I guess with our 3 actions here, we could do like Induction Crank, Charged Barrage, and Weakness Blind Spot, or we could go in for the Giant Stinger. We probably want to stack up the wound. Aaron's not even really doing anything this turn anyway. So actually, I think I'm going to just fire the Induction Crank. We'll just get really overcharged for next time. And I don't even think I need to play the heal. Oh, right, we're doing a ton of damage to that from the ricochet. Oh, that's right. We have a reduction in the cost of status cards. That's one of our boons. That's why these are so cheap. Who would have thought that would be so useful? All right, do I want to play this just for the XP? Probably not, right? It's definitely a little bit better now. Do I do this and then charge barrage? And that is going to multi-attack, so we'll get... Yeah, actually, I do kind of like that. We'll get... If I understand how this works correctly, we'll get multiple charges of defense off of this. Yep, that totally did go down the right way. Alright, it does seem like this boss is maybe just like a little bit out of her league. Just play some status cards for free, why not? Do some of this for overcharge. Do we want to play cards for XP? We really don't have to do that much more total damage here. Yeah, let's play some cards for the purpose of leveling them up. So I just need to get you for a little bit more. Yep, and then look who's a good boy. So, yeah, it feels on theme to keep accepting surrenders. Alright, so we got some metal and some resolve. We get to upgrade another one of our blasts. You know, I do like this, actually. We definitely still need ways to play more cards per turn. Apply 2 burn whenever you apply Scorched. That's interesting, but we only have one way of applying Scorched right now, so that's maybe not actually worth picking up. Spend all charge and gain 2 temporary power for each charge spent. At the end of your turn, gain 1 counter per charge. Honestly, I don't think any of these are good for our deck. Spend all influence. Apply 2 composure per influence spent. That's not very exciting. Foresight's kind of cool. I don't think we need any of this stuff either, honestly. Alright, go on. Finish what you started. I'd do it to you. It's weird that you get the choice to finish them off or let them go, and then you are immediately presented with that same choice a second time, as though you were going to change your mind. Nah, I've done enough. Frankly, it doesn't matter if you tell your superior. My work here's almost done. If you've any sense, though, I won't see you again. I don't give a fig about your petty labor squabbles. So keep to yourself from here on out. You're a damn fool if you think I'll do anything of the sort. We'll see you later, Rook. Okay, maybe I'm gonna end up regretting that. That's a little bit annoying. We'll have to try to find an opportunity to correct the decision I just made, apparently. And then, I guess, am I allowed to add another negotiation graph slot? Because if so, we should do it. You're stopped on the road by Rook, who sizes you up with an appetite for opportunity. You're immediately on guard. You look like a man with a howling stomach that only a good road-cooked meal can satisfy. Good and road-cooked. It's an ambitious combination. Ha, I'm an ambitious fella. Now, let your gullet lead the way. You won't get a chance like this, let me tell you. I don't need food right now. I also don't like being disliked, but alright. Curds and floaters sounds so incredibly gross. Let's try a drumstick, I guess. The skin is crispy and charred black in all the right places, and you have to catch a bit of juice as it dribbles down your chin. My, it's good, right? I'm at a loss for words. Rug leaves you to your digestion, looking pleased as a pickle. Okay. Well, that was cool. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to trying to get more space carved into my body. Oh, it's a little bit more expensive. Okay. Yeah, each one costs excessively more. That's a shame, because I would really love to get this done now, right before we go to bed and restore all our health. But fine. Let's just go ahead and head home. I was a little overzealous on the healing. Would we have had enough money if I had not healed? I don't know. Whatever. Let's go ahead and rest. I think this is probably a pretty good time for that. Your bed calls to you. Too many ghosts haunt your steps, but these nights you welcome the company. You know, like in that boss fight in Metal Gear Solid 3. Alright, lots of people loving us. We did pick up a new hated, but, you know, there are ways of fixing that. I have no idea why that black screen thing happens. And Knack loves you. Hooray! At the start of each battle, gain stuff. I do love to be loved. You wake with the taste of blood in your mouth. You're not sure who it belongs to. You gained 8 experience on Hunker Down. Hooray! So let's go visit Pengamon real quick before we stop for the day. You're so used to Hebble's grim demeanor that it takes a moment to realize he looks even grimmer than usual. You alright there, Hebble? No bog mites feasting on your horns this morning, I hope? Is that a thing that happens? Calandra wants to see you. Ah, I imagine it's very important? She left directions to some spot in the bog. The deep bog. Does that worry you? I never thought we'd become so chummy, old chap. Listen, whatever you've gotten up to, I officially want no part of it. Pack up your things. If you make it out of the deep bog alive, you ain't welcome at the last stand no more. A rather ungracious dismissal, my good Hebble. But I'll honor your request as a parting gift, and I won't even kill you a little bit. Alright, Pengamon, my friend, what's going on? Again, are these even different? I think these might have been the same coins as yesterday. Okay, we'll keep the psychic one. That's fine. And let's go ahead and take this upgrade, I suppose. Ooh, yep. Definitely a valuable upgrade. Alright, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. The episode's a little bit on the shorter side. But when you come back next time, tomorrow, it sounds like we've maybe reached the climax of this particular story. So come back tomorrow to see if I get horribly murdered, because if it's going to happen, this is about where it's going to occur. And we'll see you then.